From disturbing shadow people, strange encounters in the woods, to creepy sightings going viral. After watching this next video, you might think twice before going on a hiking adventure with your friends. This video comes from a group of friends who set out on a hiking trip, unaware that something was stalking them. As they took a break during their trek, the camera unknowingly captured a white figure lurking in the background. Later, the same figure was caught stalking them again as they continued their hike. Then, when they settled down to camp for the night, they heard movement in the nearby bushes. Something was out there. This is exactly why I avoid hiking in these kinds of mountainous areas. You never know when a creepy white figure might be watching you with sinister intentions. This woman was house-sitting when something decided to mess with her. As she was sleeping on the couch and recording herself, strange things started happening. First, something pulled her shoulder. Then, it began messing with her hair and even yanked her head to wake her up. It also tugged at her hips and arms, as if trying to get her attention. Reviewing the footage later, she discovered eerie voices whispering, "She is mine," while something continued pulling at her. There's a lot going on here, and that house definitely seems haunted by a mischievous spirit that has taken a strange interest in her. You couldn't pay me $1 million to house sit in that place. That's for sure. These tourists, on their venture to Sintra, Portugal, captured something that is terrifying the whole internet. This video from 2010 was recorded by tourists visiting Pina Palace in Portugal. As they were filming the outskirts, the cameraman managed to capture a strange, large head peeking out from the nearby woods.
Here we are at the Pina Palace.
The head appears unnaturally large compared to the ground and the height at which it was seen. Due to its thick black fur, some people are convinced it might be Bigfoot, but without more evidence, we can't say for sure. It could be something far more sinister and entirely different from Bigfoot. Next, we have a photo captured at the Stanley Hotel in Colorado that proves why people get chills just hearing about it. This first photo shows the hallway of the famously haunted Stanley Hotel, best known for inspiring The Shining by Stephen King, who dramatically detailed his eerie experiences there. The second photo, taken just seconds later in a burst sequence, reveals a very clear figure at the end of the hall. No one had been seen or heard when the photos were taken. The uploader didn't notice the figure until they got back to their hotel room and began reviewing the pictures. The figure appears to be a lady, holding a purse in her hand, staring directly at the camera. What in the hell is that lady doing there? According to the cameraman who took the photo, no one was there at the time. Pretty scary, This kayaker couldn't believe his eyes when he spotted something strange in the lake, and he took to the internet for answers.
Out. I was cleaning up the lake, and I come.
This video comes from TikTok, where a user was baffled after discovering what looked like a skull submerged in the hazy lake water. The skull appeared to have been there for a long time, covered in algae buildup. The kayaker who found it was seriously confused, even considering calling the police, wondering if it was a real human skull.
I don't know if you can see this, but that looks like a skull. And I am freaked out. I was cleaning up the lake, and I come across this skull.
Even though it looks eerily real, it could very well be a prop from a horror movie or a short film that was left behind. But hey, that's just speculation. What do you think? A prop? Or something far more sinister? Passing through a cemetery? Always make sure to keep an eye out, because you never know when you'll see something like this. This video comes from a driver who was passing by a cemetery when his camera accidentally captured what looks like a woman's spirit. The spirit appeared to be quite tall and only lasted for a brief moment before vanishing. It was standing over a grave, probably its own, and seemed to be doing something. The driver didn't notice it at the time, only realizing it when he got home and reviewed the footage. Of all places, cemeteries are the grounds that seem to hold these strange sightings, with spirits wandering around. This is exactly why, even during the day, I get a bit scared driving past them. This guy was visiting his sister's grave when she decided to play hide and seek with him. Uploaded on TikTok, this video shows the cameraman recording the gravestone when a smoky figure appears, peeking out from behind it. However, when the cameraman goes to check, there's no one there. This happens multiple times, almost like the spirit is playing hide and seek with the cameraman. The cameraman believes this ghost is his sister, who used to play hide and seek with him when she was alive. This video could well be CGI, as it looks too scary to be true. The movements of the smoky figure seem too animated to be real. What are your thoughts on it? Real or just another hoax? This might be the holy grail of Bigfoot evidence. This man claims he's found something truly unusual.
Y'all tell me what y'all think it is. I mean, I'm gonna pick it up. Well, I ain't gonna hurt nothing. That is, ooh, that's solid up in there.
Now, this is interesting. It really does resemble a petrified toe, but the size of it, far too large to be human, isn't it? Compare it with his fingers.
That is a petrified Bigfoot toe, or somebody's thumb. It is freaking huge, whatever it is. I'm coming. Give me a box to put it in. I had to show y'all first. What do y'all think?
That can either be a really weird looking stone or indeed a petrified toe. You can even see what looks like the nail of the toe. The process of petrification is pretty rare. The organic material needs to be replaced by minerals, and as far as I could find, there are no cases of such perfect petrification done by natural causes, only through artificial means. What do you think about this toe? True or fake? This next clip is fascinating for two reasons. First, it comes from a well-known conservative political activist and author, Charlie Kirk. Second, it's absolutely genuine. No foul play here.
Those are not airplanes.
Yeah, they keep circling.
They just keep circling. And they're going to go away.
And there's nothing on your radar right now?
No, there's nothing there. I can zoom out.
Now the light's going out.
They're gone.
Have you ever seen anything like that before?
A couple times in this area. But
We're flying over New Mexico,
yeah,
which is Roswell, which is where all those...
correct. That's where all the weird stuff happens. But they're going to go again.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
No. They've been doing it for like the past hour.
What do you think they are?
Something was above them and not showing on radar. The disturbing part is that they are above New Mexico, where supposedly an UFO crashed in 1947 and alien bodies were found. Of course, it was all deemed as just a conspiracy theory, but that is a crazy coincidence.
They're at 100,000 feet?
They would have to be. The X-15 flew at 300,000 feet. Here they come again. They're coming around again. You can see the one. He's going to get bright, and then it's going to go away.
So they're above us
Look,
significantly.
Look, it's going to get really bright. And then it's going to go away. The whole flight I've been wanting to call you up here. I'm like, he's going to think we're crazy.
No, I'm seeing it myself. But look, your radar would pick it up if it was an aircraft, right?
Yes. There's one below us at 8,000 feet. There's another one below us at 6,000 feet.
There's nobody out here under 200.
200 miles. There's nobody.
But what kind of a thing would not be picked up on radar?
Yeah, exactly. Something stealth.
Could it be military?
I would think so. I think it has to be.
But why would they be just showing lights and doing stuff like
I
that?
don't know.
Those two dots are far above the aircraft, appearing and disappearing in a pattern. And more importantly, they're not detected on radar. These must be seriously stealthy objects to evade radar detection.
The satellites are a much higher orbit than that.
I don't know precisely how high they orbit.
So is that again?
I would think, yeah.
They seem to be moving.
Exactly. One night Pete and I were flying, we swear they were dogfighting.
Really?
What it looks like something out of Star Wars.
Have your other pilots ever seen anything like
we
this?
talked about it a little bit, especially going over El Paso, down by White Sands through here.
This is really strange. Even the pilots believe it can't be satellites because they're circling around the same place and they would be way below the normal altitude. What we're seeing is at around 100,000 feet. For you to understand just how strange this is, normal planes usually go up to 43,000 feet. Only reconnaissance aircrafts reach that altitude. So, someone is secretly watching that area from above.
And no logical explanation.
The only logical explanation would be a satellite, but I don't know the satellite that does a circle in the same place. And they come again, you can almost see three of them. Here's one.
Yeah.
They're lower on the horizon now.
It's like they're in formation now.
Yeah, exactly. And then like one coming up behind it.
Yeah, there's two of them right there. And they're way ahead of us.
Yeah.
Could they be surveillance?
Yeah, my conspiracy theory mind just starts going crazy.
The question is, who's doing the surveillance? Humans or aliens? I don't see how we can just write these things off. I mean, there's definitely something there. This clip comes from a janitor on a late shift at King High School, who who started noticing weird things happening, so he started recording this.
All right, I usually don't record while I'm on the job, but this is freaking me out. It's sort of unreal. I'm here at work. I'm here in the janitor's closet. Just to, I don't know, let you guys know, this school was built on a cemetery.
In 2019, a chilling discovery was made beneath the grounds of C. Leon King High School in Tampa, Florida.
As it found 145 coffins at King High School, and there could be more.
It's shown just how ugly things were here, even through the 1950s.
It's also difficult to know that there could be dozens more coffins, possibly of infants too tiny for radars to detect. Black cemeteries that have been erased through racism, neglect, and time.
The school, established in 1960, was unknowingly constructed atop Ridgewood Cemetery, a forgotten burial ground for African Americans and indigent individuals. Ground-penetrating radar revealed approximately 145 unmarked graves just 3 to 5 feet below the surface, with historical records indicating that between 250 and 268 people were interred there between 1933 and 1954.
Yeah, I didn't really believe him until tonight. I was in here cleaning up after some students had thrown a party, but what's been freaking me out is this one right here. No matter where I'm at in the classroom or what I decide to do, it just follows me. And do your thing, you stupid balloon. I got you on camera now, so let's just, see? That right there.
The balloon moved by itself, but is this enough proof? Well, things are about to get way scarier.
Just... Ooh, okay.
The balloon starts following him, as if dragged or moved by an unseen force.
See, no.
The disturbing part is that the balloon seems to move only when he moves as well, and stationary when he stops. However, that is not the scariest part. Brace yourself for what comes next.
It just follows me no matter what. Ooh! No, I can't.
A disturbing figure can be seen speeding by at the windows, way too fast for a person playing a prank on this janitor. And considering the history and the fact that there's been so many night janitors giving up on this job, there might be some credit to this footage. In 2007, seasoned Australian adventurer Andrew McCauley embarked on a perilous solo kayak journey, aiming to traverse the 991-mile expanse of the Tasman Sea from Australia to New Zealand. This is his last footage. His body was never found. Equipped with a modified sea kayak and a fervent spirit, McCauley documented his voyage through a series of haunting video recordings. These clips capture his encounters with the relentless ocean, his reflections on isolation, and the mounting challenges he faced. As he neared New Zealand's shores, McCauley transmitted a distress call, his voice strained and fragmented, indicating his kayak was sinking. Despite an extensive search, only his capsized kayak was recovered. McCauley himself was never found. The recovered footage stands as the only testament to his final days, offering a glimpse into the harrowing reality of his ill-fated expedition. Some say the doom of our Earth will start in Yellowstone, and there is some credit to this. That is a hydrothermal explosion. Underground water meets intense heat, and before anyone can react, danger erupts without a hint of warning. Fortunately, everyone walked away this time, but let's not forget, Yellowstone sits atop one of the most unstable grounds on Earth. Once, it was the domain of a supervolcano. Remember that unforgettable scene from 2012? If Yellowstone's supervolcano were to stir again, it wouldn't just be a disaster. It would be the end of civilization as we know it. On April 29th, 2006, a passenger aboard a blue panorama flight from Rome to Paris captured something inexplicable through their window. The footage surfaced online, igniting debates among skeptics and believers alike. Some dismissed it as a hoax, while others saw it as undeniable proof of the unknown. CGI experts analyzed the footage frame by frame. If it's a fabrication, it's an exceptionally sophisticated one. The lighting, the shadows, everything aligns too perfectly. Retired pilots, recalling past experiences, have seen strange things in the sky they described similar to what you see in this footage. Could this be a glimpse into a hidden world? A religious procession is making its way down the street when something in a nearby school building catches someone's eye. A figure completely white. At best, it resembles something out of a science fiction movie, and at worst, it's a ghost. This is why empty schools after hours are downright unsettling. There's something lurking in the silence that defies explanation. This family was having a peaceful campfire trip when the child spotted something eerie.
Mommy, a girl behind you.
What are you? Did you take it?
Not yet, it's still loading.
I'm not even sure what to call it. That strange light following? And what did that kid mean when she said, "A girl behind you"? Did they see something we missed?
Don't move.
I couldn't make out a female figure, but whatever it was definitely following, mirroring every move. What do you think this is? Here's another eerie encounter, and this time from India. Apparently, these guys are on a road trip, driving through the night. Suddenly, one of them spots something in the dark and tells the others to kill the music. Their reactions felt genuinely terrified. Is this some prank or set up video or a strange catch? What do you think? Next up, we have a bizarre incident out of India that you'll have to see to believe. A massive crocodile somehow made its way out of the river and onto the streets of a city. Even stranger, it ended up on a bridge of all places. Thankfully, the authorities were called and managed to get the crocodile back into the river. Videos like these should raise some questions. Maybe we've encroached on so many of their spaces that incidents like this one are going to happen more often. A group of friends on a late-night road trip were navigating offbeat roads with only the car's headlights cutting through the pitch black around them, but things were about to take a dark turn. At first, it's hard to see, just darkness, but then a figure slowly starts to take shape in the darkness. A figure dressed in white, but no face. In some Eastern cultures, they say you can't see a ghost's face, and their feet are often backwards. I always thought those were just superstitions, but maybe, just maybe, there's something to them. This next video is a textbook nightmare. Look at this. Tell me, in what world do you find two lions roaming inside a house while you're trapped in the middle, on the stairs no less? I hope this is one of those people that keep lions as pets somewhere in an Asian country. Because if those were wild ones, then this man is doomed. This is a chilling video showing you what not to do. At first glance, this scene looks like a dream for any adrenaline junkie. A flawless leap, sparkling waters, a perfect day for a swim, right? Well, the ocean plays by its own rules. Things are about to take a dark turn. This is why you don't dive into something you don't fully understand. Any expert would know. The powerful currents, the jagged, slippery rocks. This isn't a playground. What started as a thrill has turned into a battle for survival. That was way too close. They were lucky this time, but remember, Mother Nature doesn't play favorites. She strikes without warning. An avid fan of camping, Jeff Kessler decides to go camping at a mysterious campsite in Oregon that is known for its peculiar vibe. While exploring the woods, Jeff decides to bring a camera with him to hopefully keep a memory of his adventures. Unfortunately, Jeff gets lost while exploring the woods, leading to this intense scene.
Outside this night vision. Jesus Christ. I don't know where the fuck I am. Fucking prick chased me off. I'm wandering in the goddamn darkness. Shit. Fucking flashlight.
His labored breathing and worried tone showcase how terrified he is to be lost inside a big forest. Despite this, though, he pushes on and continues walking when suddenly he sees something strange. Jeff realizes that the situation he is in is becoming more dire with each passing second. With this in mind, he decides to hasten his search for his campsite. Unfortunately for Jeff, he wouldn't get another chance to do so after this happens. Sadly, not even a second after Jeff manages to record the mysterious creature, his camera suddenly cuts. Park rangers later found Jeff's camera days after the recording, but Jeff is nowhere to be found. What did he manage to record that night? Leave your thoughts. For more captivating content like this, click here.